Hey everybody, it's Erin from Erin Makes and welcome. Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing? I have got some amazing products to show you guys. I have been hoarding some of these supplies for a very long time, waiting to do this unboxing because this isn't the unboxing from Creativation or from Creative World or from any of the events I've gone to. This is just things that have been coming to me from companies to do videos. They're sending me spec products just to check out, of which I forgot to grab a couple. So I'm going to do that while we're in a minute. We're going to just take a look at some fun things and just talk about some really cool new creative products on the market and chit chat and have some fun. So hello, hello, and welcome, welcome. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Polly. Hello. All right, so let's jump into the first stuff. So some of these things are brand new to the market. Some of these things are tried and true, amazing, super steady, but they're part of an event that's coming up. And I'll just explain as we go along. We're going to do some fun chit chat and some stories as we go, because that's what we do while we unbox. We tell stories. And let me know if the sound and everything is going okay. All right, let's flip around. So first thing coming up, I've got some supplies in so far. Now, some of these are the exact same supplies that we're going to be using for my Maker's Retreat. As a heads up, the Maker's Retreat still has a couple of tickets left. If you are curious about it, want to learn more about it, please go and check it out. Just to kind of give you a heads up, here is Maker's Retreat is July 30th, 31st through August 3rd. It's all inclusive. Everything you need is going to be there. You just got to bring yourself and your clothes and like your toiletries. Food, drinks, everything is there. Amazing instructors, Jennifer Perkins, Amanda Stevens, and myself. We have amazing projects. We're doing sublimation, we're doing paper crafting, we're doing bead painting, watercoloring, interactive cards, light up cards, stenciling, felt work, mixed media. I mean, the list goes on, and just take a look at some of these sponsors. Oh my goodness, they are amazing. I love these sponsors. They're so cool. So with that in mind, here's some of the products that have come in so far. So Barely Art Glue, all of their glue has come in for the retreat. And just as a heads up, I just want to flip this around. If you can't come to the in-person retreat, there will be kits available because we are doing this virtual in September. So mid-September, this entire event is going to be virtual. And so there are kits that have pre-cut items. You're going to be able to do all the projects. Some things I cannot include, for instance, like we only have class sets of the Barely Art Glue. So glue is not included, scissors aren't included, things like that. But to do the actual projects, you may not get a paintbrush. You just grab a paintbrush from your stash, that kind of thing. But all the other stuff is in your box. All right. And also all the video content to go with it. Some of them are recorded and some of them are live, which is really cool. All right. So moving back over, we have some products that have come in. Hello, Sue. Hello, hello. And those sales, those kits will be on sale very, very soon to get that virtual ticket. So we have the glue that's come in for Barely Art. I love their glue. It is perfect for paper crafting. It is fantastic. It is, whoops, so good. We also have, now this is not the sublimation coloring book that you're going to be working with. I did design this one specifically with Artist Spree, but we have a special, and what this is, just to kind of give you a heads up, and this is for sale over at Artist Spree right now, is these are sublimation pages. So you can color these in with their markers, and then you can sublimate it to a project. And I have made all kinds of fun designs. I have had tons of fun doing this. And I have made a special few designs specifically for the retreat. So you're going to get your own, like one of a kind. It is only made for the retreat. I don't want to give it away too much because it's already over there. I have it, but it is kind of in the vein of this. So if you like my designs, you kind of like the empowering, the butterflies, the florals. It's kind of in that mode. That seems to be my jam. And there's a reason for it. Butterflies is uplifting. We love empowering words, all that kind of fun stuff. And then there's all kinds of goodies that we're going to be using to sublimate on. We're going to be doing tote bags and some other fun stuff. So that stuff has come in. I just wanted to give a shout out, but I don't want to divulge too much. I can't divulge too much. All right. Also, we have our Glassboard Studios. Oh my goodness, I love this. I use this, sorry, the lights are on here. There is a class set of Glassboard Studios for everybody to use while we're in the retreat. I do not have one to mail to everybody for the event, but I'll be using it, showing you how amazing these are. And this is the little one. I have a giant one that fits up like my entire space, but I love this little one. Hi, Mary. Hi, Sue. Hi, Kamado. Hello, Kristen. Just want to give a shout out. This was one of the new releases that came out during Creativation. It's the Cardmaker's T-Square. This thing is awesome. It's from Pear Blossom Press. And a little birdie is telling me that we might be working with this one along with Amanda has also said that we are going to be working with some brand new Trinity stamps that have not been released yet for the retreat and also for the virtual, and also some new interactive elements that are just just coming out. I haven't even seen them yet, so I'm very excited. All right, and then we have Ardan Studios as one of our other amazing sponsors. These are ones that have come out previously. This is part of their first release, but I wanted to show you just to kind of give you an idea. We have some laser cuts and we have some dies, and the laser cuts are really cool because when you cut them out or pop them out, the reason why I'm making a big deal about this, yes, these designs are fantastic, but I already have, sorry, that's really loud. Well, you got to look at the laser cuts first. When they pop out, here, I already have the butterfly. You have it this way, and it's two-sided. So you can decide how you want to put it on, depending on which angle. And some things are like the fern, for instance. You know, you might want it angled a different direction, and you're like, oh, but it's only facing one way. Well, don't worry. You can flip it over, and you can have it work the other direction, which is very, very cool. Now, we are not working with this specific collection that you see here. Oops, let's put the butterfly back. We are going to be working with their new Christmas collection, and I cannot show you. I am dying to show you, but I am not at liberty to release the designs to the public yet. I have them, like they're right there. I wish I could show you, but there is a time and a place to release everything, but that is what you are playing with at the retreat and also for the virtual. And you get like a whole die, you get a whole paper pack with die cut elements in there and a whole set of laser crafts. And we're gonna be making 3 to 4 projects with that. So it is going to be amazing. It is so cool. And they're also made by Katie Petite. So she's the one who designed these laser cuts here. She also designed the Christmas ones that are literally like right there. The two-sided laser dies are awesome. They are so, so cool. All right. So a little plug about the items, but just to kind of tell you what's come in. So all the supplies have started to come in. There's one more I want to show you. These ones I can actually show you. I'm not showing the final project yet, but I gotta make room because there's stuff everywhere. Okay, where am I gonna put this? Over here. All right, another fun box has come in. So let me show you this. So we also have the glitter paint. So this is paint that is very, very good. I can't go too high because then my focus doesn't want to work. So everybody, you see all the paint I'm pulling out? I'm going to make sure I get all the colors. I have green, I have red, violet, and blue. Yep, those are all the colors of that. 2 colors of glitter paint. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Everybody's getting that. Every single person, whether you're virtual or you are in person, is getting all of these paints. We're going to be using these amazing chroma paints. Here we have their washable glitter paint. I love it. And we have it in 2 different colors. So we're going to be playing with this in a couple of different ways, which is going to be fantastic. Hey, Rhonda! We also have their washable watercolors, and we're going to be doing a bonus project with this. I love this. They have actually sent the instructions for this amazing bonus project. So you are getting that fun stuff. And then you're also getting their craft colors, light fast colors. These are there. And we're going to be working with these. And along with Jennifer Perkins is doing some projects with all of these paints as well. So we're going to be having a ton of fun. We're going to be doing a mixed media project. And I wanted to show you also some other parts that are going along with that. So along with that, one of our other amazing sponsors is Stencil One. So we're going to be working, oh, that glare is crazy. This is just a fun stencil. Look how cool their stencils are. And this one's big. I love the size of the stencil. But the ones we're specifically working with is, this is the one that Jennifer Perkins is working with. We've got some flowers and this fun snail. I love this. So everybody's getting their own stencil from Stencil One for that one. And they're also getting this amazing stencil. This is part of our mixed media project that we're going to be doing. And you can pull all these apart, and we're going to be playing with them and using them for some of our other projects. But it is lots of them. And just all these paints and the stencils. I mean, ooh, it is impressive, right? So we're going to be having a ton of fun. I hope you can join us. If you've not yet signed up, there's still a couple spots left. But there's also going to be the virtual ticket available very, very soon, which gets you. You can come and just watch the content and get all the inspiration, or you can purchase a kit. And you're seeing some of the stuff that's in the kit right now. Not this one, but these two and the paints. I just hit myself in the head. And like the coloring sheet and the markers for sublimation, and like there's just so much stuff. There is easily, and this is the third year I've done this retreat, there is easily about $600 worth of product inside of the box, and you're getting it for a fraction of the price, plus the instruction sheets and tutorials and the video content and swag bag and blah 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 blah, giveaways and all kinds. The list goes on and on and on. All right, so that is just some of the things that have come in the past little while. So I wanted to unbox those, and now I get the amazing job of kitting everything and putting it all into kits. Whew, that's a job. That's a job. And we have so many amazing people on. Hi, Chris. Hi, Rhonda. I already said hi to Rhonda, but I'm saying hi to Rhonda again. You better come. You better come, Rhonda. She came last year with her daughter, and she had so much fun. Okay, so let's talk about some other fun things that have come in the mail recently. So I met this amazing company and gentleman. He was walking around the show floor at Creativation, and we just kept bumping into each other. That happens while we're walking around, and we got to talking, and I said, you got to come. This is a great show. It's a great exposure for you. You get to meet lots of people. You know, just the connections that you have when you go to these conferences are amazing. And he is the owner, pay no attention to what's on the top of my box, of Scorch Marker. I love it. So let me open these boxes. It came as 2 separate shipments, which I thought was great. I cannot believe how amazing that is. So I love these boxes. I'm going to open up my camera just a tiny bit. I'm going to be really weird for a minute. Okay, hang on. There we go. Now it's not going to be so blurry. I had it set up for a class that I was doing. I had it zoomed in really far because I taught a class with a blah, 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 blah. I can't talk today. I taught a class with a crafter's workshop and using stencils and all that kind of fun stuff with a company, with a store based out of Canada. And so we were doing a virtual class. I was teaching. They had the ladies in the store in Canada. Anyway, so I had everything zoomed in. If you still want to be a part of that class, those tickets are still for sale. And if you're always curious about like, hey, you're talking about this upcoming event, or you're talking about this, or you said like you mentioned a class and all that stuff. I don't always post everything on my YouTube channel, but I do post everything on my newsletter. So if you want to be apprised of all the new cool things, events I'm coming up with, all that kind of stuff, check out my newsletter. The to join is down in the info section. Okay, so back to Scorch Marker. All right, so sweet. Like, here we go. Here. You can't really see it too well, but he did send me his like his information, which I think is so sweet. All right, so he has some stencils that he can work with a Scorch Marker. You can place it, basically how Scorch Marker works is that you can take wood, it's meant for wood, and you have a paste. And this is a paste that he has. So this is the Scorch paint, but there's also a marker, which is where the original name came from. So this is Scorch Marker, and that is really, really, really bright, guys, isn't it? Oh my goodness, it's like blaringly white here. I can't turn off the big lights, but we're going to deal with it. I'm sorry. I didn't realize how I had it all zoomed in for when I was working on darker stuff. But here we have our Scorch Marker. It's because everything's white. All right. He also has another one. It's called Maker's Magic. This is the competitor to Mod Podge, which is, I have not played with it yet, but I heard it is fantastic. It is a craft glue, project finisher, decoupage medium, waterproof sealer, all in one kind of a thing. It's very cool. He also sent me, so it's in these little burlap bags, are the wood rounds to practice. I just haven't had a chance to do it. So basically, you could take your marker and you draw and you make a design on there and you have some fun with it. Or you could take a stencil and put the stencil on top of the wood piece, and as long as it's unfinished, you want to have an unfinished piece of wood, and then you can take the paste and you can scrape it on as it falls into the box. You can scrape it on. Then, and if you want to sand down, so here we have some sandpaper to help sand stuff down. I haven't quite figured out what that one is yet. I'll get there. I haven't, like, I've been out of town and busy, and so this box has been sitting waiting for me to play with it. Then you take your heat tool, and that's what he sent here. And if you ever have had, oh, that's so loud. If you've ever have had a heat tool, you understand that you have to have a pretty decent size wattage. So it has to get pretty hot. So look at the temperature here, 400 to 500. You cannot just use your regular old heat gun that you use with embossing powder or, you know, like when we're painting and stuff, right? So you have to have a pretty industrial one. And it scorches it and turns it into a really cool project. So whatever I marked on here, let's say I put the word love on here, or a heart or whatever, it would show up and it would look like it was burned into the wood without needing a wood burning kit. I just needed either the Scorch paint, or I would need the Scorch marker, which is pretty cool. So all of that came, and so we've been chit-chatting and working on, how to work together. And here's some more wood rounds. I love he's putting it in burlap. It just looks so fun. So lots more wood rounds. So we're going to be messing around with that. So future things coming your way, potentially. Lots of fun stuff. I got to put all this stuff back in here now. Everything's got to fit back in here. But he was such an awesome guy. I'm like, he's such a genuinely amazing guy. We kept bumping into each other. It was really like, sometimes you just bump into people and you just get a good vibe off of them. And he's one of those guys. And he is super successful. Funny thing, my husband was listening to some business podcast, and the owner of this company is the one who jumped on to that business podcast about other businesses he runs and things like that. This just happens to be one of them. And he's a really, he's got some great YouTube videos too. So the fact that he wants to work with me is just like, wow, that's pretty cool. I'm a little in awe. All right, popping this down. Oh, there's a lot more to come. Okay. I did an unboxing video from when I was in Frankfurt. And Frankfurt was when I was at Creative World. This is the international show that is in Germany. His company is growing, yes, lots and lots of new products for Scorch marker. Like, he's just expanding by leaps and bounds. So it was very, very cool. Okay, going back to the previous thing. So I did a massive unboxing of all the fun stuff, and all of those, I can put the links in there, but just go check out my channel. There's tons of videos of me going to Creativation, Creative World. If you love unboxing videos, go check those out. And I carried this sucker around with me for the better part of from all through Frankfurt. And then from Frankfurt, we went to South Germany and went and saw Justine Hovey and went to Neuschwanstein Castle. So Justine Hovey, card maker on YouTube channel, awesome lady. I've known each other for years, but never met in person once previously, or twice. This will be the third time, but she lives in Germany now, so it's got to meet up with her. Rhonda was with me the whole time too. Then we went to Belgium, and then we went back to Germany to Munich, and then we flew to Munich. In the meantime, I am bringing this entire tub with me to show one on the unboxing. And what did I forget to unbox during the unboxing? This thing. This thing is big. It's light, which is nice, but it's just bulky. I had to buy a whole extra suitcase just to get all my stuff home, which is hilarious. So it was sitting here the entire time. I just missed it because there was so much amazing stuff that was coming in. And heads up, members, if you were one of my members, all of the boxes are ready. I'm printing out the shipping labels today. They are going out tomorrow. So all the goodies that I've gathered from all the amazing events I've gone to, from Vid Summit, Creative World, Creativation, Go Wild, they are all down there and they're about ready to get shipped out, along with a handmade card or a tag from me. Okay, so what is this thing? This is hilarious. So this one was like, I didn't even open it. Like, I didn't unbox it or open it or anything. I was waiting to do it with you guys. So that's the story of this thing. And I debated, I can't even get this thing open now. It's waited so long, it doesn't want to open. Yes, Rhonda, we had a giant suitcase. Rhonda's saying, oh, a big suitcase. We had to buy, both of us did. Oh, there it goes. We both had to buy a suitcase. So all of this for this fun little cow. Oh my goodness. So I guess this is the mascot of the company. The company's name, and again, this is written in, it is in English, but it's also written in German and Dutch and French, I believe, is on here. And so it's the code for what you could get for while you're at there. I'm guessing this is also their entire, so the company's name is Find It. They're a trading company based out of Holland. And so that's why we have the Dutch flag, and it's just a super cute little cow. I think it's adorable. And it was in this funny bucket. I don't know what to do with the bucket now, but there you go. I finally got to unbox it, and now it's going to sit somewhere on there. And I don't know the story of this little guy. Like, that's the thing. Ron, did you remember the story for it? I just remember we were walking by the booth, and he had all of these buckets lined up. We weren't filming at the time, and he goes, here, take this. And this is, I think, the first day. We were just kind of getting our bearings of what the show was and where everything was. And he hands me this bucket, and I'm like, okay, thanks. We did go by later, and basically they're like a distributor company for Europe, and they have lots of different brands. They can make products for people to distribute things. And I guess this is their little mascot that they have, but he's cute. I don't know more than that about the cow, or I've forgotten it because there's been a lot that's happened since then. But that's the part I remember about getting the cow. And so I walked around with this tub for the first day and then brought it home and then schlepped it all across Europe to bring it home to unbox it, and then forgot it during the unboxing. But now it's getting its own, thing. Oh, I was taking a picture. They had a big one. Yeah, they had a big one. That is on... I posted that picture somewhere. So yeah, there's a picture of me next to it. This is why I have Rhonda with me, because she helps me remember all the things that just go whoosh out of my head. There were certain places that were really cute to take pictures in front of. And so I guess they have the little mascot out there. So I got my zebra over here. If you see that, I've got a YouTube bear, which is, you can't see it, it's buried in the back there. So I'll have to find a spot for this guy. He can live there for now. I like putting fun things behind me. It's kind of cool. Okay. And I'm guessing this is like their entire catalog. That's what this was all about. Interesting. Like, it got me to take it with me. It was fun. It was different than everybody else's stuff. Okay. I am under the lights and it is warm. I also want to say I do live in Texas. I live in Central Texas, not far from where all the flooding and stuff has happened. We are safe. We are fine. But there's lots of families around us, not too far from us, that have been affected. So, there's some amazing opportunities to help out. If anybody, I don't have any links or anything, but if you feel it in your heart, Red Cross is always an amazing organization to help out with all the flooding for everybody that happened in the Hill Valley. We're talking like this is within 45 minutes to an hour from us. And we got all the rain too. We just happen to be a little bit on higher ground and not near a waterway. But it's crazy. It is very, very crazy. So it's the first day that we haven't had rain in like a week and a half. And we've had crazy, crazy rain lately. I'm sure you've seen from the stories. Okay, on to how I deal with. I have had my fair share of crazy events in my life and sadness, and how I function. Sorry, I'm trying to find a pair of scissors. Is thinking about the joyful things. You can dwell on all the hard stuff, but it gets to you too much. So you have to look on the joyful things. And so what can bring you joy, therefore you can spread joy, even in moments of sadness. How could you be creative to help you work through those things? So that's what hopefully this video is bringing to you. That's where we're at today. Okay, so Divergent again. Back to the original unboxing. I am a part of some amazing events. So there is summits that I belong to. I also host my own events, retreats, virtual events. And some of these events that I go to, sorry, I have an itchy foot. They send us gifts for being a speaker or a sponsor or an educator as part of their retreat or summit or camp or whatever you want to call it. There is one currently happening right now. A lot of these are free, but you can upgrade it to be like a VIP, so you have it unlimited. And there is one that was all about sublimation going on right now. Oh, hi, Laura. Yes, so going back a little bit, yes, I am safe. Everything is fine. We are not far from where all the flooding is, but where we are, like I'm in Austin, so I'm in Central Texas, not far from everything. We've had a lot of our little creeks and stuff flooding, not like the crazy flooding that happened over in the hill country near Kerrville. My brother-in-law's family lives in Kerrville. They no longer, they did, but they no longer live there. So I've been there a few times. It's it's devastating. Okay, I can't dwell on the past too much. It's hard. And I've been that mom that's lost a child, so that's even harder for so many reasons. So let's go back to bringing joy. So one of the amazing events that I'm a part of right now, I'm going to post the link right here. It's called the Sublimation and Beyond Camp. I have a video that's all a part of this. So it is a free event. If you'd like to sign up, the link is down in the information section. And for a lot of these events that I've been to the past a while, they sometimes, like I said, send us little gifts. So one of the fun gifts that I got is from this company, and it's called, oh, I have my address on here, so I'm hiding it. It's called Sugar Wish. And so they gave us the ability to go in and pick, and I picked this one, and it was a wine sampler. And they had like candy samplers, they had all these different things. And so this is the one that I got. So I might be partaking of this evening. And it was like this, look at this. and you get to pick, these are pretty cool. So there's 3 different wines. I picked a white, so they're all Pinot Grigios. I love a good Pinot Grigio. These bottles are hilarious. I was not expecting this. So different, this is a Sauvignon Blanc from Yellow Door. This one, I didn't even read it. This one is a Pinot Grigio from Therese Morongo, 2002. I might have to keep these bottles because these are so stinking funny. Like, these are the coolest bottles in the world. I am all about keeping them. And then this one is a Pinot Grigio from Italy from Villa Trendi. But these are the coolest little bottles. And this box is fantastic. Look at this box. And I think this might say, oh, it says you rock. Oh, okay, there we go. I rock. Haha. That is cool wine packaging, I will have to say. So that was a little thank you gift. And I got to pick between like candies or sweet treats or salty snacks or gummy bears. Like, there was all different things, and then there was an option for wine. I was like, I'm picking wine. And now I'm like, those are the coolest little containers. Like, that's pretty fun. And I had to like verify my age when it got delivered and all that stuff, because you have to be over 21 to get this. But I thought that was a really sweet gift to give somebody. So if you're ever hosting an event or you've got something, like, there's something. Another one of the companies, she has different events throughout the year. That you rock would look awesome added to a handmade card. Absolutely. I keep all that stuff. I am such a hoarder. And hey, Sandy, how you doing? So this is another one that I got, a box of goodies from a friend from when I did one of her events. And so this is one, and so she kind of put together some little fun things. So here we have some little candies. This is a company called, she did the Home Decor Crafters Summit. So I was a speaker back in January. And so she said, thank you so much. Her name is Shelly. Her company is We Can Make That. So she has all different kinds of fun events. She also has, so look at this. I'm sure she probably did this on her laser. So really fun. And then we have a handmade flaxseed eye pillow. So cute. And then like, it's also like, don't forget to put your videos in. But she sent a cute little card and some little candies. I've been saving to do this unboxing. So I thought that was just such a sweet thing. All right, another one that my kids have already attacked. And this was a funny story because all of a sudden we get this box in the mail. And I'm opening it, and usually it's I get an email from a company going, hey, here's the products. Or, you know, like there's some sort of note inside the box so I'm aware of what's happening. This one, there was nothing. And we were all confused. We didn't know what was going on. And then I was going through, we have like Facebook groups for all of the educators and speakers for each of the summits. And I was like, what is going on? And everybody's like, I just got this box. Did you happen to send it? And yes, it was the company. Just when they mailed the box to us of the item, they forgot to put the note in there. So I said, oh, well, here's what the note should have been. Pretty cool box. So my kids started attacking it already. And it is a box where you could make like a 3D diorama. So this is the beginning of it. And it does like light up and everything too. I'll have to show you what the final picture is. So they started putting it together. They haven't finished it. And here's all the pieces. So it is called the Book Nook. And this is the Romantic Venice. So it's something like you could put on your bookshelf where a book would be. And you have to pop all the pieces out. And there's instructions. That's what that book was all about. So you pull all the pieces out. So this is like the outside of the book. So here is the stories and books. And the company is called Row Life. And this was just one of many of them. So they did start kind of putting some stuff together. They haven't finished it, but because the entire event was all about traveling, that's why this one came. So the kids have not finished it yet. I'm hoping they do because it's going to look super cute in our bookshelf. Maybe I will take the time to put this together, but they like attacked it. And this is as far as they got, which is not bad. It's not bad. So, and then they even have like the water on there, and yeah, I don't know, it's so cool. And I guess you can attach it so it lights up at some point. Oops, I don't want to pull too far apart. There's little stickers that go on here. There's all kinds of cool stuff. And let me take this out so I can close the box so you guys can see what it is. Ah, I didn't mean to do that. So here is the cute little box. So we're getting this, and it is super cute. Yeah, so it's a book called Book Nook. Well, it wasn't put together very well, but just look how cute the little pieces are, right? Like so adorable. So if you're looking for a fun couple of gifts, like just different, something a little different out of the ordinary, not your everyday humdrum stuff. All right, I'm going to grab one more thing. I know you're hearing lots of stuff and I'm not on screen. Bear with me, bear with me. Okay. Too many things. Too many things. All right, so another amazing lady sent me this product. The card's in here. I think the card. Oh, nope, the card's down there. One sec. I forgot to grab the piece of information. There we go. Okay. So this is called the One Stop Apothecary Shop. She actually has made a different product. So I'm going to unwrap it with you guys and show you. I have not had a chance to play with it yet. Still, it's wrapping. This came a little while ago. And she's got a 3D printer. And if you ever use double-sided tape, this is the purpose of this. So here's what it looks like when it's all put together. There's different colors that you can get. So they print this out. And basically, it's a way to put in, she sent me the tape because I was like, I don't have a lot of tape. But it's a way to put in your double-sided tape. So it's a double-sided tape dispenser, which I thought was pretty cool. I forgot to put the link for this particular product on there. I will do that as soon as we're done. But if you are somebody who uses a lot of double-sided tape and you're needing a great way to store it because you do lots of projects with double-sided tape, I thought this was a pretty cool thing. And she makes it from home. Like, she has her own 3D printer. So shout out to the companies that see a need and fill a need kind of a thing. That is pretty fun. So you can just kind of come in and then you can cut off what you need or tear off what you need. It's double-sided tape, so you probably want to. You can tear it, but there it is. And it's just, it's nice and convenient versus having like these spools just kind of sitting around on your counter. So I love that she kind of thought of a concept of how to make a thing like that. So huge shout out to that person for doing that. And again, that was, I forgot to put the link for that down the bottom. So another fun thing, and just as a heads up, I was talking about Frankfurt and all of our fun adventures and all the fun stuff. There is an edited video coming very soon. I'm about 3/4 of the way through that video. It is so much fun. It's all of our travels getting to Frankfurt, our time in Frankfurt, and then also our trip home. So all like going to see Justine and going through, you know, like all of our trips through Munich and stuff. So it's Rhonda and I and all of our crazy adventures and some fun things that we happen to, you know, bump into and find and just all that kind of fun stuff. So it's taking me a little while because it's a lot of content, but it is a fun video. Another fun thing that's coming up, and it's going to be another fun video that's coming up too, is my daughter and I are about to go on a cruise. I'm so excited. And have anybody ever heard of like duck hunting? So like, for instance, you can hide little ducks or duck-like objects. It could be a duck that's shaped like this, they're shaped like that. And a squirrel is outside of your window yelling at you. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. So we went on a cruise this past Christmas as a big family thing, and we brought ducks because I heard this was a thing. And we hid ducks, but we also found ducks. They're so fun. And some ducks you can get into where you can like decorate your ducks. They're so fun. So there's, during this cruise, whoops, and they squeak. Oh, my dog's gonna come running here in a minute. So there's a video coming of both of our cruises. The one that I did with our family, that was at Christmas time, and then the one coming up, and just kind of like having fun with ducks, but also how you can be creative with your ducks and how amazingly crafty and creative you can be. And since then, every time I turn around, I seem to be finding ducks left, right, and center. Like they're just all over the place. I know there's the whole like duck Jeep thing. So if you have a Jeep, you can get ducked. Like they put the little ducks on your Jeep. But I'm just finding ducks everywhere. Rhonda and even I found a whole storefront while we were in Munich that was just full of all these ducks. There's ducks. There's like Halloween ducks. There's army ducks. There's flamingo ducks. There's like, you name it. There's a duck for every, this little baby ducks, really big ducks. It's fun. And I've been having a blast for the ducks. So it is so much fun. Yeah, see, Rhonda's talking about the ducks in Munich. It is hilarious. All right, next up. Oh boy. Okay, so let's talk about a couple of things that I have. There's so much stuff stashed over here, guys. I'm gonna have to do a massive cleanup when we're done. All right, my daughter and I have been playing with a couple of things lately. One video has already gone out. So I got the new it's called the eye paint. And basically it's a paint by number machine. You upload a video, or sorry, not video, you upload a picture, you upload a graphic, and it'll give you a paint by number. So this is one, we haven't finished it yet. She got a little pooped out of it, but see how it does like paint by number. So I uploaded this to the program. You put the pen in the machine, it draws it out for you. She started, but she didn't quite finish. We also did another graphic. She was really into this one. I had her painting because she just was like, Mom, I want to do that. The machine is too big to bring out and show you guys, but there's a whole video on that. I do have the link down in the information section. So I've also heard it's really good for like, if you're embroidery, so you could sketch out the embroidery. So you could take a picture and it could sketch out what you are wanting to do for embroidery, or if you're wanting to do cross stitch or something along those lines. So it is really, really fun. Another machine, and again, it's in the garage because we wanted to have it ventilated, as we're working on the video now. Getting all the bugs, I'm playing with it, but my husband had to jump in, and so it is like my son Brandon jumped in. So look what I got. So we've been playing, just on a little bit of basswood. I got a laser, and so we've been kind of playing around with that and having fun. And it's been a blast. So that video is coming. Again, it's also from the company called Lucklick. It's also the same parent company as HTV Ront. But it's been so much fun. So we've just been playing with how to do basic cuts, like going through the the gradation, there's a better name for that. Like for what pressure and what speed, and just like with any kind of like your Cricut cutter or anything like that, how does that work out? And so we've been having all kinds of fun with that stuff. So that video is coming probably in the next couple of months. Got to get figure out what we're going to do. There might be some fun things cut for the people in the retreat. Just saying. So yeah, that's coming. All right, what else? What else do I have in front of me? All right, I've been doing some video content for graphics, and so I got some fun graphics products in. So just fun things. I've got their Duralar. This is their wet media film. This is so much fun. I've got a couple of videos that were member-only videos, but all these videos are also over on their channel. So if you're curious about how to play with any of this mixed media stuff, it is so much fun. So this is their wet media Duralar. This one is their two-sided matte film. And it's a matte film, but it's two-sided, so you can play on both sides. So much fun with all these. Again, if you're wanting to learn a little bit more about how to work with all these things, check out their YouTube channel. This right here is their opaque white Durabright. Lots of cool stuff you can play with this one. And then this one is their medium weight wet media film. So it's like a clear film, but you can do all kinds of cool stuff with it too. So this is just a smattering of some of the fun new things that they have. Well, these have been out for a very long time, but each one of these has their own video over on the channel, or there will be coming soon. And then they also live on my channel as a members only video. So if you want to become a YouTube member, again, I just said I was like, there's big boxes that are getting mailed out right now. I mail those out once a year. There's also emails with digital codes for lots of digital products. I have specific videos just for members only. I pull videos that were for other events and I release them to my members. So that way it's just all kinds of fun stuff. So very cool stuff. All right. So what else is here? Kathryn Pooler came out with a release not too long ago. I got a little side swamped and everything, but I got the release and I wanted to show everybody some of the cool stuff that she has that's in her new release with Sizzix. And sometimes with the companies, when I get them in specs. They don't come with the project, like in the packaging. So this is the new Sizzix packaging that they're having. So instead of having all of the, like, it's in plastic that you had to cut through and open up, and it was kind of, just kind of a bear, they're putting it in these little envelopes, which I think is great. So she has this new Happy Birthday die set, which I think is super cute. These little new Thinlits dies. And, oh, thank you, Rhonda. She's got, so this is what the new dies look like. They come in these little packaging, and this is for all the new Sizzix products. If you purchase an older Sizzix product, it's still going to be in the old packaging, but any new release or re-release will come like this, which I think is great because now you have a place to store your dies and they're not just all over the place, or like they're on those sticky sheets and they keep falling off. Biggest pain in the butt. Look at these cute kites. Words just escaped me. I haven't even opened this one yet. I did play around with some of this in another video, but it hasn't been released yet. So bear with me. Oh, come on. Yeah, it's going to get torn. There it is. So here, oh, look at these super cute dies. So, I mean, you can see what they look like. Look at there on there. But I love how easy it is to get into your dies now with Sizzix. And so you have all of their beautiful wafer thin dies, and you can layer your kites together, which I think is fun. And then along with the kites, there's also the stamp. So you can stamp your kites, which I think is so cute. And that's how you can get some fun colors or designs on your kites. It's called Sky's the Limit. So that's what I mean by like we get spec products every now and then that are not in the packaging. Here we have a happy everything, which I think this is a great sentiment. So where's the party? Can't celebrate without you. Everything birthday, you know, just, you have all kinds of fun stuff. I can't seem to take that off. Oh, she used like a double-sided tape on there. So we have that we're friends, birthday, think. I'm so excited. You know, just all kinds of fun stuff. So you can play around with your sentiments. Here is a stencil set that is made to go with the Sizzix stencil, their platform. It's their stamping platform. It's their all-in-one machine. And that's what the little holes at the top are. So this is a layered stencil. So you've got your base of your clouds, and then you can layer and have layers of clouds with a little bit of a darker accent. They have some more clouds with darker accents, and then you've got some little like wind wisps that can fit in there. So it becomes a layered scenario in there. And you can use all of them. Like you could just do clouds if you want, or you could do all of it. And then she has her embossing folder. And I don't know if you guys can see this. It's pretty dark. Oh, there you go. You can kind of see when I angle it. So each corner of this has a different design. So this is kind of like a flower. This one's dots. This one's vines. And this one's, I don't know, like these funny looking little, I don't know. It's a really pretty design. So this was kind of meant for the kites. So you could put a die cut piece of one of your kites on there to give your kite like an embossed image, or you could have a card that's got like 4 quadrants to it. So it's kind of cool. Maybe you can see that a little bit better there. There we go. So you can see all the different designs and have fun with that. So this was one of her new embossing folders, and I don't have the name for it because it came like this. So, but there, I did put the link over to Kathryn Pooler for all of her new releases. Super, super cute stuff. And I am in love with the new packaging that Sizzix has, which I think is great. So fantastic new packaging. Oh, one little guy fell out. Oh, we got some little, that is my only concern, is because it's big. I love the new packaging, but it's just, it's open and big, and these little guys can kind of fall through. So I feel like there needs to be like, I don't know, like something that, I don't know. It's almost there is my point. So that is new from Kathryn Pooler. And speaking of new releases, this one also just came out. Where's the box? There it is. Simon Hurley. So I got an email saying from Simon going, can I send you some new stuff? You need a magnet sheet. Yeah, and I have some. If I put a magnet sheet in there, that would be perfect. So here we go. Look at all the amazing new Simon Hurley. I did drop this not too long ago as a reel. So I wanted to show you. So he's got, let's start with the big stuff first. Okay, so he's got 2 new stencils. This is all part of his kind of under the sea. This one is called Fish Frenzy. Super cute. And it's got little fish and big fish. Here we have, this one's called Bubbles, or Bubbly, sorry, Bubbly. Super cute. We have, oh, he says, please not release until June 27th. We're past June 27th, so we are good. Yay. He has, look at the super cute new stamp set. I need to make the projects for this. And now that we're going on to cruise and we're going to be all oceany, I'm going to be very much into wanting to make things when I get back. But, oh, carp. He's got such a fun sense of humor. All right, so this one is called Under the Sea. Very apropos. Here we have, this one is called Peel Apart Rubber Stamp Saltwater. And the reason why it's peel apart is because literally you can peel it apart. So you can peel apart different sections and stamp in different colors and then cut it out and layer it back together. Or you can stamp it individually. So I think that's kind of cool. It's a very fun way to do the stamp. And it's all like under the sea kind of vibe. Very cool. There's dies. Again, this is when sometimes I told you I get the spec stuff. So before it gets put in the packaging. So these are the dies that go with this stamp set. So I can die cut out any one of these cute little fishies. And we've got lobsters, and we've got like rockfish, and we've got squid and octopus and clams and crabs, and You know, some of these look like they're supposed to be a real fish, but they're not quite. My marine biology brain's going, that's not what that fish looks like, but that's okay. They're fun, which I think is great. And then he sent me some watercolor papers, which I think is fabulous. Thank you so much, Simon. And then he's got all of his new solar sprays. So he released the solar sprays, and I have some of his original release colors from when we were at Critivation, but now we have the next new lines of colors. So here we have Sublime, Pity Party, Twin Flame, Deep Sea, Neptune, and Trust Fund. And they already have the ball bearing inside of them, which is fantastic. I love that they already have that in there. And it's really nice. It's not a color for the liquid. It's a color of the mica. So you really can see it. I don't have the picture. You really can see it better on black than you can on white. On white, it just looks like a really pretty little shimmer, but on black, you can see the colors more. So it's a little different. There was a product that came back a long time ago, Tattered Angels. There's also been Heidi Shine. There's been tons of products out there that are a spray mica powder, and it's a water-based. The nice thing that he has done is he has put in the ball bearing, so you really have to shake this really well, otherwise you're going to get your nozzle clogged. So that's why he sent me a couple extra ones. I have spent my fair share of cleaning nozzle heads, and I know how to do it. Hot water and like a little pin, and you can get it. It's kind of a pain, but it really does leave a really pretty effect on your cards, and you can do it more than just card making. You can use it for mixed media. It's like the sky's the limit about what you can do with these things. And I knew he was coming out with a new set of colors because he had commented when we were in Creativation. So they do match with his inks and with his other color lines that he has for his mediums. And so now he's got the sprays to go with it. So solar spray is his jam. Very, very fun. All right, so we'll be playing with that soon. In the infinite amount of time that I have recently. Okay, so much fun stuff. I love it. Okay, I have been working with Quarto books for a very, very, very long time. And as a thank you, they just sent me a little tote bag. Very, very long time. I think we've been 3 years now. I wanted to show you some of their books that have come in as of late. They have some really, really cute books. And it's not just books that are for arts and crafts. They also have books for, you name it. I tend to stick with anything that's in the vein of art. So here's cute and creepy drawings. Look at all these cute and creepy drawings. They also send me like information. Look at that. Just fun. And a lot of them are like how to go through, how to build it and how to draw. So this is like a how to draw one. This one is crocheting the national parks. Again, they give me information about it. So here's one all about different things that you can crochet for different areas for the national parks. You get your templates. So here's a pillow instruction, which I think is kind of fun. Oh, I love these. I am not a crochet person. I wish I was. I just don't have the patience to sit down and learn it. Look at the cute turtle planter. Look, oh, that's a fun bag. Ooh, that's pretty. Here is one that is creative alcohol inks. Look at that one. So if you've got some alcohol inks, what all fun stuff can you do with it? Down to color schemes, pulling, breaking it apart. What can you do? How to blend things together, how to spray it. Here's some fun things. Just, there's so many fun techniques out there. And so these books, if some people are very much video person, some people are very much a book person, some people are a little bit of both. And so I love that they really detail out and spend, a good amount of time putting the books together and, creating it. This one's by Ashley Malberry. Here is a Hidden Earth coloring book. Really fun, pretty one. Look at this. So some of them are coloring books. Look how pretty. So if you are a person that is coming to my in-person retreat, you are getting one of these amazing books from Quarto. It's part of your fun little swag bag that is coming, or your sit-down kit. It's random and you can share with your friends, so it's another fun thing. Everybody gets a book. For the virtual people, I have giveaways with some of these books. So there's not one included in everybody's bag, but you get some good ones. So this is all about drawing mandalas. So free flow, where mandalas are found in nature, how to take that large, practices, kind of tips and ideas, some pictures in the background, the best tools to use to help you draw mandalas, how to break it apart to make it even, just all kinds of cool stuff. So this is going to be part of the giveaway for my retreat. So it's going to be a Quarto book bag with some fun books. So they're going to be part of a prize for the virtual retreat. And just to see some of the books, I have many, many, many more. So for those that are coming to the in-person retreat, this is an extra bonus that you get for being in person, is you might get one of these amazing books at your desk. And again, you can always share, but they're very, very cool books and super high quality, tons of different designs. I mean, or ideas that are in them. And again, this is just a few that I've grabbed that have come my way in the past 2-3 months. So link for Quarto books is down below, along with all the other companies I have chit-chatted about. Okay. Oh, what do I pull out next? Okay, here's another fun one. Again, one of these other wonderful events that I have gone to, there's a company called 12 by 12 Cardstock. They have amazing cardstock that can be cut with your electronic cutter. I have spent so much time being frustrated with, I'm going to move this stuff so it's out of the way, with cardstock that just does not want to cut because it gets stuck in my cutting machine. And I spend more time trying to figure out the setting for the cardstock. It is just, it's a pain, and it rips and it tears, or it doesn't come off the mat, or just, you know, like you take your pick, it doesn't have a problem. 12 by 12 Cardstock has their own designer cardstock that is perfect for cutting in your machine. And so they sent me a whole bunch of fun stuff. Oh, the dry mandalas. Well, Rhonda, if you come, guess what I'll put at your desk? Look at some of the paper. So they have more than just the cardstock that you can cut in your cutter. This is a little sample pack they sent me. So just look at this beautiful paper. This is paper. And here's some more. They also have vellum. They have acetate. They have so many varieties of cardstock. If you're looking for, here's some more acetate. If you're looking for specific type of Nina paper, look at these. Look at this paper. Oh my goodness, look at all. Look at it all. And this stuff is not coming off. Like it's not coming off. Fabulous supplies of papers. Look at this one. Ooh, it looks like mermaid scale, but gold. Really, really fun. And the variety of different types of white paper, and it all comes in 12 by 12, which is great. They have different thicknesses. These are all, okay, so this is actually cream. It's hard to tell when they're next to each other, but just look at all the different papers. So this is just a smattering. They carry some big name brands such as Basil, Nina, American Crafts. So think of a brand of cardstock that's out there. They supply them all. So if you're looking for a high quality, I see these questions being asked all the time. Where do you get that amazing cardstock? Now, I have a pretty good one I use for white, but when it comes to some of the other colors, not all paper is created equal. There's some that's like really thin and almost transparent. There's stuff that's just too thick. It doesn't want to fold. They have it all. And again, they also have the one that is their Encore paper. Their Encore paper, and let me just show you, this is meant to sign or to use with your electronic cutting machines. So it's specifically formulated to be nice and thick, but not too thick where it can't cut through. And just look at the colors. Just look at this. Just see all the colors that are in here. This is just, and it's not even all of them. This is just a few of them. They gave me like a sample pack of 25 colors from their Encore. This is the one that they use with the whatchamacallit, your electronic cutting machines. But look how fun this is. Isn't that cool? I love it. So they sent me a little sample pack. I've been waiting for this unboxing before I delved into it, but I have some more events coming up where they are the sponsor of some of these virtual events. So I'm going to be using some of these papers to cut with for some of those future events coming up. So I'm going to be using them in some of these like card making summits and things like that. And question, has the virtual event sign up started yet? Not yet. Very, very soon. It is going to be coming this month. So in July, it will be coming before the in-person retreat. That ticket for sale and that box will be coming. I've just hadn't had a chance to, it's coming is the bottom line. Okay. They also have a kit of the month. So you can go into 12 by 12 cardstock and they have cut files and they have the papers that go with them. They have the inspiration, the video tutorials, all that fun stuff. And I was supposed to just get the July one and I accidentally got the June one too. So let me show you the July. That's what this one is. So I'm going to pull this one out. And I like their boxing. It's like perfect. The good boxing always makes a difference. I'm going to show you, oh, and there's stuff in here. So this is the July subscription box for the 12 by cut. So this is called Lynette's Happy Meal. I love how it's like, this is what it looks like when you open it up. Okay, so what's in here is the July one. And there is a landing page that has all kinds of cool stuff on it. So you look, you get these little shaker pieces. I love it. Very, very cute. So here's Happy Meal subscriber. So we get the Encore textured parfait. We get a bunch of those. So let's just go through and look at all of it. And then we also get, to access your class files, you're going to go here. They give you a QR code to access your class files to see everything in the kit. So you get the papers and also all the stuff for the kit. So in here, oh my goodness, look at that stuff. So we have, look at this beautiful paper. Look at this one. Oh, there's two. Oh my goodness. It's like textured. I don't know if you guys can see that. You can see it on here. It's like Little Mermaid scales. So pretty. This one's got like, it almost feels like wallpaper, but it's not. It's paper. Which wallpaper is paper? Look at the beautiful colors on these. Gorgeous. So they've already done all the color selection for you. Oh my God, look at that. So here's a basil. And this is the texture. This is the dots. I love this. It reminds me of like the Bo Bunny paper because they're the ones that made it. And it's got that. Oh, so pretty, so pretty. This one's got a little shimmery shine to it. Here's another one, shimmery. Oh, we got some vellum. Look at this one. Oh, anybody ever swoon over paper? That's what I'm doing right now. I'm swooning over paper. Look at this one. It's like ombre. Oh my goodness. Oh. My camera and the lights are having a hard time right now. Oh, there's one hiding underneath there. Look at all that. So all of this comes with your kit, along with all the instructions and all of the cut files and also the little embellishments. So this was the July kit that you get everything. And it's all about It's a Party. So everything was in there. And it goes 4 exclusive mystery items. So we got party shaker bits, the Echo Park shimmer paper, white wavy cardstock, and teal hexagon paper. So those were like some extras that are just kind of thrown in there, which I think is fun. Then they accidentally sent me the June kit, which was an oops. I think it most supposed to be the July, but I got the June one by accident. So this looks like I got a little sampler. I don't call them craft supplies. I call them emotional support tools. I have paper swooned before. Yeah, see, so they gave, this looks like it's a little sampler of some, this is the Nina Star Dream. So this is a free sampler packet of some of this new Nina cardstock that came through. Look at the pretty colors on that. Little pearlescent on there. Very, very pretty. So that was a little sampler pack that came in there. And then this was the June. I think you can still go back and order the previous month's kit as long as they haven't sold out. So you could probably pre-order the August one. So again, you will also get, oops, where's the instruction sheet? Okay, well, we get a tool. The other one came with an instruction sheet. Maybe they got, oops, maybe I missed the instruction, or maybe it's buried in here somewhere. But look at these pretty ones. This was an oops package. I should not have gotten this one, but I wanted to show off. This is like a plastic paper. Then we have black cardstock. This feels different. It feels very thick because it's white on the back. That's interesting. Look at this. That's bright, bright, bright. Here's some more textured paper. All the different colors of cardstock. This is like textured cardstock right here. This is our Encore paper. Look at those pretty colors there. And then we have this glossy paper here. This, oh, that's pretty. It's like neon pink. And then I'm just in love with this glitter paper that they have. This stuff is insane. And look at this one. So pretty. But I am missing the instruction sheet on here. Or it's not in the box, so I'll have to ask about that because I don't know what to do with this one. Or I just have amazing papers. Because again, this was an oops package they did not mean to mail to me, but they did. I got put in the system wrong somehow. Or because she emailed me, she was like, you got stuff you were supposed to get. And I'm like, that's okay. I'll take it. I'd be happy to have it. So there we go. I might be passing some of this along to some people. I don't know. I have to look to see what I have time for, but it is very, very cool. I love that it comes with all the stuff. I might just do kind of a quick, like simple project with them. Well, look, we're investigating. We're going to find out. Okay. What else do I have around here? Oh, what's behind here? I got stuff everywhere. Ooh. Okay. So So I told you that we're going to be doing a cruise trip with my daughter, and I got asked from a company, did I want to try out, because I do lots of sublimation, did I want to try out their sublimation paper and their sublimation ink? So we're going to be making our shirts for the cruise. We're actually bringing all the Girl Scouts over because it's a Girl Scout trip, and we're making shirts. I did the design, and there's a video coming on that, and it's with the new Koala. Well, it's not new, but it's been around for a little while. So this is the paper and ink bundle from Koala, and I have an Epson printer I converted into just a purely 100% sublimation printer. And so I had been using a different brand, Hippo, for the longest time. It's been great, but I was like, you know what? There's other brands out there. And so they have 2 different brands within their line. And one of them is called A-Sub. This is like their more premium quality paper. And then there is the Koala paper. Oh, they sent me some extra stuff in here too. Dark fabric transfer paper and sublimation receptive PET film. Those are like bonuses I got put in my box. Interesting. But in here, it comes with the ink, and it also comes with the paper in there. So I'm going to be testing this out, and probably going to be the same ink and paper that's going into the kits, because there's going to be some sublimation images that everybody gets to play with for their retreat, their retreat stuff. So it's going to be fun. So that's something new and fun that just like literally 2 days ago. And we're doing our shirts Wednesday. So we're getting ready to go. It's so much fun. We're going to go, my daughter and I are both diving certified, and we're both going to go diving while we're in the Bahamas. We're going to go to Key West. It's going to be great. It's going to be so much fun. Okay. That is everything over here. Oh, nope. There's another box. Oh, there's a few more boxes. All right. Another one of the amazing companies I've worked with for a number of years is Crafters Workshop. So I was running low. Specifically, this was the one color I was getting very, very low in, which is ocean blue. So they're stencil butters. I love their stencil butters. So I just got some new colors in. Here's all the amazing new colors. Oh, I was looking for that earring. I got some more of their amazing palette paper. This stuff is so awesome when you're wanting to blend colors. It's great. Some more palette knives. Oops, another fun color. I'll show you all the colors up close. Apparently I have some other things in here. Oh, there's the other earring. They're all in there. Gotta love the spatulas. Gotta love the spreaders. I love my spreaders. And then they also have new stencils. I haven't opened them. I've been waiting for this video to open them with you. You should see the box crazy over here on the floor. It's insane. Okay, so let's take a look at the brand new colors. So I just got in crimson. These are not new, but they're just replacements because I have used them up so much. So crimson butter marigold. We have lime green. They're rolling away. We have sea glass, sunshine, fuchsia. That's probably one of my all-time favorites. Ocean blue is another one. This one is my favorite. I mean, it's turquoise. How can you not love that? Turquoise. And then I also have ocean mist. Super, super cute stuff. I love these stencil butters. They literally feel like butter when you're playing with them. If you're wanting to learn more about the stencil butters, I do have a class specifically on that. I will post a link to that class when we're done. So I'll get that to you. It'll be down in the information section. I did send an email on it. And then again, we have the palette knives and all like the necessity tools that you must have. And then I don't know what this is. There'll be videos coming on this soon, reels coming on this soon. But I don't know what these are. All it says is a little hint, feeling groovy on the front. So let's see what she sent me. All right. I'm going to put this on top of, I feel like you can't see it. I need a dark surface. We're going to put it on the, she had some really fun paper here. All right, so here is the first ones. These are layered stencils. So you're a rock star, you've got this. Oh my gosh, I love this. So this is a layered stencil that you can go in and have all these, and then you've got different sentiments at the bottom that you can have some fun with. I love that. That'd be fun with big bright colors. Look at this big one. So here, oops, it's backwards. So this one is fun rainbow, and then it has the word peace on there. That is fun, fun, fun. Another variation, oops, to that rainbow. Now we have clouds and it says hello. Oh, I'm going to have fun playing with these. Might have to play with these today. Oh, sending good vibes, feeling groovy. And then it's the rainbow with the clouds. Super cute. I love these. These are so much fun. And they're easy because you just put it on your paper, stencil it in, and then wait for that to dry, or you could use ink, and then you can use, I liked using the Kathryn Pooler inks with the stencil butter at the same time. And then you just move it over, use the same card, and it's just one stencil. Keep moving the layers over, and then boom, you're done. And it gives you like a little guide to how to line it up. There's a little line on there, and it really does make life easy. And there's so many fun designs. So, and that font is just, yeah, right, Rhonda, it is just so much fun. It's like bubbly, happy, very 60s and very fun. So 60s, 70s-ish, very groovy. And goes perfect with some of the colors I just got. Like, just imagine like some of these fun colors with those. Like, this is perfect for that. That's what I'm imagining. Oh, and the yellow in there. Yep, yep. I don't think I'm going to go to avocado color. I'm gonna upgrade the colors from what they had in the 60s, but it definitely hits that tone and that vibe. So now here's my problem, is this is where I keep all my stencil butters. They're pretty full. I'm going to have to upgrade to the next level, which the next level doesn't have much in it anymore. So I'm going to have 2 layers of stencil butters, which is totally fine with me. But here is where my stencils live. So I'm going to go ahead and put these away. So it saves me some time for later. And these videos are going to be coming over the next month to 2 months. Okie dokie. What else is down here? Oh, I got these packages a while ago. I got put into a group that was all about YouTubers. So females in the YouTube world, we are all part of the kind of back end of YouTube helping, and we had discussions, and we got put into a group, and there's about 6 of us, and then we were all in the realm of creative. So there was a lady, she does sewing. There was another one who did quilting. There was myself, who does a little bit of everything. There was just, it's a hodgepodge of different stuff. And one of the ladies, she had put together some boxes to get mailed to us from some fun companies, of which I'm sure you will recognize. So the first one came from Tulip, and the second box came from Eileen's. So let's open up the Eileen's first, which I love the boxes that they sent. So these ones, I've had these for a little while. It says repair, craft, and create. I love the packaging they have done with these. So in here we have some fabric fusion. We have their DIY craft heavy duty adhesive. I've not played with this. I've only truly ever played with one Eileen's glue in the past. Here's fabric fusion, rhinestone adhesive, mixed media adhesive, and this one is DIY craft, which is the tack it over Eileen's tack it. Might even have it here in my drawer. Do I have it? Maybe not. I have a drawer full of glue. I thought maybe I had it in here, but I have played with that one quite a few times, and it was one that I would like make my own glue dots, and you know, it's just, Eileen's has been a quality glue since, and it says on here, I didn't realize it's 1950. That is awesome. So I love companies that have been around for a long time and are still going strong. It says something about the company, right? So, and I love the packaging. I love the box they put together. All right, then we also have one from Tulip. These companies are together, so they're owned by the same parent company. And again, the box for this, look at this, time for creativity, Tulip colors, Tulip crafts. Look at this. Okay. So I did quickly, briefly open this, but I've not shown. So here we have some stuff from Tulip, and it says, hopefully you find lots of fun with your new Tulip and Eileen's goodies. We can't wait to see what you create. So I love that. I'm going to put that little personalized note in there. All right, so here we have some socks that we can go tie-dyeing with, and it looks like there's a design on the sock, so it resists it, and they're kitty cats. I wonder who is going to want these socks. And she's been wanting to tie-dye for a very long time. We might be doing this very shortly. So here we have 1 dye refills. So here's 30 refill packets for pastels. Here we have tie-dye kit, 1-step tie-dye kit. I think she's probably going to pick this color. My daughter, Kathryn, and she goes by Kat. So this is probably going to be for her. She's going to have so much fun. Shoe decorating kit. Oh, look how fun that is. Here we have 3D dot paint. Ooh, dimensional fabric paint. Very fun. Leather paint. Nice. I've been working with the leather company for a little while, so that is very fun. And then here we have neon fabric markers. And all very nicely fit in this box. But yes, I have a feeling there's going to be a very happy tweener that's going to be wanting these socks, because they have little kitty cat faces once you get done tie-dyeing them. She's going to be in heaven and making a giant mess, which is fine. Actually, I don't need that part. So that came in from Tulip and Eileen's a little while ago, but it was a great group. We still kind of keep in contact. We were all part of on YouTube, they had a space for us to kind of chit chat with each other. But then we moved over to Instagram, and we have questions. We're like, hey, what's going on? Is anything happening? You know, that kind of stuff. So it's nice to be able to chit chat with everybody else kind of in the same sphere as you and does similar stuff, but different, and kind of bounce ideas off somebody else who's kind of in the same bubble of weird YouTube world, which it is a very weird world to be in. All right. I think I have one final box. Which is kind of crazy considering how much stuff I have down here. All right. Oh, no, there's 2 more boxes. I lied. There's 2 more boxes. Oof. There is a video coming for this one too. And for those that get the stickers, you're going to be getting, this is how they're going to be made more than likely. So I got this in. It is a sticker printer and cutting machine, which is so cool. I usually send off and get my stickers made from a company. I make my own images. But this is one where I can go in and I can make my own stickers. So I'm not going to get too involved in it, but it has all the supplies. I think this is the sticker paper, and you can make them yourself. So no longer do you have to do like the print then cut. You know, there's going to be a special video just on this machine, but you can kind of get the idea from the picture. It's this nice little machine. It's not too crazy big, and you put it in, it prints it out for you, and it's pretty cool. So I was like, I use a lot of stuff with stickers, and sometimes I don't need 50 stickers or 100 stickers. I just need 10, you know, but 10, if you order 10 or 15 from some of these online sticker companies, they can get pretty crazy expensive. So if I just want to print, you know, 1 set of images for something, I'm set, which is very nice. So that's what this is. And there's going to be a whole video on this because I do love making stickers. So that's what's coming for that. And then my daughter, okay, where is the box? It's a whole other box in here somewhere. You should see the ground. It's insane. Oh, there it is, buried. I had another company, and I love playing with clay. And when we were at, she had another scout camp, and unfortunately the scout leader because the person quit, because we go to summer camp for scouts quite a bit, and I'm one of the leaders that goes, and she was taking pottery and sculpting as one of her merit badges. And the person who was in charge of all the handicrafts and basketry and art and painting had quit. She was not feeling good. She got sick, and so she had to leave. So they put this kid who, bless his heart, he was doing the best thing he could. He had no idea what he was doing. And so I walked up to him and I said, can I help? And he goes, yes, please. And so, but she has loved playing with clay for a very long time. That's why we signed up for that merit badge. And so I got into clay. While we're at the summer camp, I get an email from a company going, hey, we have this amazing clay kit. And I like the air dry clay. I also like all the fun colors, and she makes stuff, and we have a fun blast. So I said yes, because she and I are going to work on this together. So we got this fun home pottery kit. It's to mold and sculpt. It says ages 12 plus. So we're right in there. It says for 1 to 2 friends. So that's the 2 of us. So we're going to do this together. And just to kind of show you, so here we have like a pottery mat. It's got all the stuff in here. We've got like sanding tools. You got you can put your water in here. Here we've got basic white. So we've got all these fun things. I don't know everything about this. We're going to start learning. And so here it looks like we have some tools in here. And then here is our clay. So we have like wet clay. And then over here we have some more wet clay. And then we have even more tools to play with. And then some, like here's videos, and we're just gonna have fun. So we're gonna have a day to play with all these fun tools. So if you're interested and you want, and it's not a crazy price either. So here's Artify Abrasive, like the company's called Artify. What's this? This has got, so if you wanna make like yours, all these, like if you want to organize yourself, it's really fun. So it's fun. And then here we have like your mat. So we're going to have fun playing with this. There's going to be a video coming on this as well. But if you've ever been looking for like a home pottery kit or another great gift you could give somebody, this one's pretty cool too. So that is a lot of the supplies that have been coming in. I didn't want to bore you with like tote bags and like, you know, blanks for sublimation and stuff like that. I wanted to show you all like the really cool big things that have come in, or new releases from Simon and Kathryn Pooler and Crafters Workshop. They've had some really cool new products that have come in lately. And then some of the videos that are coming in, and also cool ones like, you know, a company that she saw a need because she uses the double-sided tape all the time. So she made one with her own, you know, 3D printer, which I think is pretty darn cool. So hopefully you can find something that inspires you. Don't feel like you have to go out and break the bank. This is not a go buy this video. This is just kind of fun new things. Maybe something inspires you with things you already have, or maybe that sparked an idea for you to create your own product, which is kind of cool. But gift ideas, Christmas is, weird to say, right around the corner. And yeah, if you would like to sign up for the Makers Retreat, that is coming up very, very soon, the end of this month. And the virtual tickets will be available very, very soon. So this month they are coming. I've been a little delayed because I feel like I've been home for a week and then gone for 2 weeks and home for 2 weeks and gone for a week. It's been a crazy summer, and we are not even done because we're about to be gone again. But it's going to be a ton of fun. So lots of fun video content still coming your way, more events. If you want to be up to date on all the cool things that are going on with Erin Reed Makes and events that I'm part of, and classes and summits and camps, all, you know, new video content, freebies, all that kind of fun stuff, sign up for my newsletter. That's where all that information comes through. And I will see everybody later. Have an amazing, amazing day. Hopefully you had an amazing 4th of July, Canada Day, wherever you're watching from. You had a fun time. And thank you everybody for jumping on and saying hi. So just Laura Lee and Rhonda and Holly and Kristen and that sticker maker. Yes, yeah, Wanda, it's very much. If you just want to print out a few stickers, that's like, I'm going to get into it and we're going to play, and I'm kind of doing a review on it to see what it's all about and if it's worth it. And, you know, I give my honest opinion and would I actually use the thing. So we'll see how that works out. But the idea of it sounds amazing. And you know, I always wait for the deals from the sticker companies when they're like, oh yeah, you get, you know, 50 stickers for $15 and no shipping. I'm like, that's when I jump on them. But sometimes I want a sticker at that moment. I don't want to wait when those deals come through, or I need 60 stickers, but the deal was only for 50. And I'm like, I don't have to buy the 10 more because then that's almost worth the price of the machine. I'm like, it's just, so anyway, there it is. So we'll chit chat about that. All right, bye. Thank you so much, Justine. We are going to have a blast. We're going to have so much fun. I'm going to come home completely dark. I didn't even bother. If you notice, my blue is pretty much gone, but we're going to be in the sun and in the pool and the chlorine and the ocean. I'm like, well, I'll put new color back on my hair after I get back. Or maybe I'll do it just before, just for fun. I don't know. But we're going to have fun hiding ducks and hunting ducks and being in the sun and spending some time with my daughter. So have an amazing day, everybody. Bye-bye.